I suppose it should be no surprise to me. I'll have the beach to myself today. It's a cold November afternoon. Not the kind of day for folks to be coming out and hanging out at the beach. And that's good news for me. So I like having these little patches to myself and just being me and nature. So that's a little treat for me. I came down here really to go after some abstracts. I had a lot of fun doing this recently. I actually tried to get some footage, messed the footage up. So I'm out here again to share some of this with you. So let's get out onto some rocks, and then I'll get set up and we'll talk about what we're doing here. This is just too nice to pass up. I gotta get a couple of still shots of this. Let's see what we got here. 24, that should do it. Oh, that's a nice composition now. Now wait for the ocean to do its thing. Need to fill that in about halfway. All right, that's the one. Let it drain out a little bit. Got a couple of shots. 1, 2, 3, 4. One of those ought to do it. All right, those aren't bad. One more series, then I'll move on to my my plant perch to get my abstracts. I don't think we're gonna get color here. I don't think so. Well, I keep getting distracted by a beautiful coastline. The light's not really lending itself to these like swirly type sweeping patterns I want to get in the ocean. So I'm just going with what nature's giving me here. We'll see when the sky starts to break. There's an opportunity for it to crack open there, maybe in 10 to 15 minutes. In the meantime, I'm finding plenty of good compositions. Just waiting for the waves to fill in the spaces so that the comp comes completely together, like this one here. I've got a beautiful, actually not bad right there. It's filling in that middle part of the rock where it's kind of cutting through and making a spill. If this surge can fill it in some. Well, I am still holding out for this one wave to rule them all. This one might be the one. I'm just kind of amazed at this. I photographed this beach hundreds of times, and it just changes season after season. This sandbar area on the left side, that's usually really deep cavern. And so, it just keeps on changing. This is a good capture. Oh, the light's breaking through right now beautifully. So I am going to switch up to this abstract concept that I have, where basically sweep the camera a little bit and let it just drag nicely over the water. Probably will need a filter, but first thing I need to do is switch out to a longer lens, because I don't want foreground. I don't need a 16 millimeter, that's for sure. I want to reach in, I want it just to be the water. And the shutter speed, 1/8 of a second, 1/4 of a second. That part's less important because I can control and compensate for how much streakiness or blurriness there is with the camera movement. So let me get myself set up here, and then I'll describe kind of the setup for the rig, and then what we'll do with the camera settings. So I'm looking to reach out into a relatively clean area of the ocean. Right now I've actually got a good 1/13. The tripod's going to be loose, so the head's loose, and I'm just going to start panning, and then as I hold, just drag and see what I get there. And that's actually not too shabby. Might have been a little bit fast, actually. So I'll start that. I can set my my focus, turn off my autofocus. But I want smooth, not a lot of chop in the water, because I'm looking for the drift to go left to right. And I think my battery just died, so I gotta swap that out. Perfect timing. All right, we're back in business here. I just have to wait for the surf to settle down, because I don't want the whitewash in. I'll take one now as a for instance, because what you end up with is just kind of a smash of white all the way through, and I don't find that as pleasing. I need the surf to settle down, and that's why I'm trying to perch up high to be able to reach out a little bit farther from the crests of the waves. So when this one crashes and flows through, then that should give me a better opportunity. I'll try and get some of that little glimmering light going on there, and I can go back the other way. I'm not having to fight with the surf. I'm not like shooting at an angle where I could chase and move and follow the wave as it comes in. This is about as simple as it gets. I'm straight on to the waves coming in and just shooting above the crest. So, you know, one more time here, and we'll see how those look. I'm going to call for my abstracts. There's still a little bit of color up in the sky here, so I'll take a couple of sweeping photos, and then I'm going to get off this perch. It's getting windier, and my ears are starting to feel cold. Almost makes me want to go 16 millimeter, but I'm not going to. I'm going to keep it at 24 and just time it right, like right there. All right, well, that was good. That was a good time. Nice evening. No big sunset, but wasn't expecting that. Wasn't after it. Actually got more color than I thought I would. But, now it's time to get warm and go have, I don't know. I normally have a hot cup of coffee, but I do want to sleep tonight, so maybe tea.